Welcome back to On the Branch and me trying to make it up there without timing out. Because I'm going up the red tower. I'm going to stop at my ship real quick. I'm going to fall down again. I'm great at video games. I'm John the Branch. And I approve this message. Okay. Samus.
Please.
Oh no. I hate this. I hate this.
Why do you hate this? Are you doing bad?
Yeah, I'm doing bad.
How are you doing bad? Are you like gonna die or?
No,
like,
I'm not gonna die. I'm just wasting a lot of time. Well, because you know how in the Red Tower there are those platforms that you can accidentally like break with. Oh, you need to focus. I'm gonna let you focus on Ridley there. And I'm just gonna take my time through here. Gonna enjoy myself. Gonna flaunt my lead, which is to say, I'm not flaunting my lead. I'm just being extremely cautious. And I'm taking the long way back to the ship, or I'm not. I'm taking the long way to go by my ship and restock up on super missiles super fast. Because once again, I don't know how to Zebetite skip, and I'm gonna want lots of missiles and super missiles. And Amarith, I believe in you.
At least that.
Good luck doing. Charge shots are more time efficient. Yeah, you know, he's not nearly red enough. And if you die, then we'll pause the episode and we'll just come back once you beat him. Okay?
We'll see. Hopefully that's not the case.
Did you do my suggestion and save a slot? No. Oh, leave Ice Beam on if you have to do this again. Ice Beam does increase the damage.
Yeah, I turned it off and I forgot to turn it back on. That was the problem.
Yeah, it's not a lot of damage. It's pretty minuscule, but it's something. It's like a charge shot difference on killing him. Nope. In my opinion, I think the way to fight him when he's like this is to do a lot of jumping and be on his level and just be ready to like bounce off of a wall or something if he does a shitty pattern at you. But we'll figure it out after you come back.
I think he's...
You think he's almost gone?
Maybe.
Do you believe?
I don't know. John, shut up a minute. Damn it!
Well, Amarith will be right back, and she'll be back at Ridley.
I'm gonna try to remind you.
You get a bonus lead.
I get a bonus.
Yeah, like literally I was like sitting up, so like my microphone's up. I just sat back down from going pee. You did that faster than expected. Good job, girl.
Yay, I almost died.
Yeah, you were getting a little frustrated at first, but you did pretty... That was attempt number 2 or attempt number 3?
That was 2.
Okay, yeah, so you did pretty good.
It's just that, you know, it's the other fact that... How many times have you actually beaten this game, John?
Dozens.
Like just the Super Metroid itself.
Yeah, I could tell that first fight got you a little frustrated. I saw you getting a little mad there, like... It just makes you want to, donate to BernieSanders.com even though he's already lost the primary. Did I tell you about that after Super Tuesday Part 2? I was just so mad that basically Biden's got the lock on it that I just went online and donated $100 to the campaign just as like hey, if anyone's watching these numbers, me and a million other people probably just gave him $100 just to say fuck you to the establishment. Perhaps. Oh, I should fix that.
Fix what?
My alt enters, like,
mine is
my screen did wonky things. Yeah, yours did too. Well, you'll fix them both or you won't fix them both?
I'll just let it slide in. It's like...
Yeah, I just brought attention to it, so it's gonna look weird if it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, we own multiple legitimate copies of this game. It's just easier to record on an emulator. In fact, have I mentioned that in general... I think the age of Let's Plays on original hardware is dying for older cartridge-based systems just because the hardware is so unreliable that now emulation is better. It's just more reliable. It is, even the emulation has gotten more reliable and original hardware has gotten less reliable.
But that's why like SD test NES is a thing.
You mean like, what are those?
It's like cartridges.
Oh, like an R4 cartridge, but for your Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which is funny because a lot of older NES and SNES hardware is like 2, so you might have an emulated cartridge in an aftermarket knockoff, SNES or NES, right? One of those retro duos or any recreation.
There's a retro freaking hex.
Most of them suck because most of them don't have good HDMI out support, and that's what we want. That's the whole reason we wanted to buy one of those. And so now we just have a Raspberry Pi that we're gonna eventually do a lot on. There's still stuff we're gonna use the original for, but when it comes to anything on the NES and SNES, we can't get a like every signal we can get is super delayed. So it's just not worth it just because it's hard to play those games with an extra 10 frames of lag. I say lag, it's technically delayed. Do you know the difference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know the difference?
Yes. Do you want me to explain it to the gamers?
The
I'll explain it anyway because somebody doesn't know the difference. Delay is technically what it is even when you have a high ping, that's technically delay. Delay is a consistent amount of time. Lag is where it just inconsistently comes up and fucks you. So that's why that's more of why you'll teleport around on maps. Delay is more of the he seemed to have moved between when I shot and and I didn't hit him because the game's netcode favors the person being shot, not the shooter. If you've heard that phrase.
Yeah. Which it does in a lot of games.
Yeah. I think a lot of improvements in feel of game have just been like predictive netcodes and things like that, and things like favor the shooter in Overwatch's code, if you know what that means. Basically, if you shot someone on their screen, that matters more than if they got hit on their screen, because you had the cursor over them, you shot them. Unless that person did something that they felt should have negated that. Like
if they had an invulnerability.
They used a special move, and even though technically they hit it after you did in real time, they saw your shot coming and reacted to it, so they should get to avoid it.
Yeah.
Or they anticipated it, but they didn't, have that real-time information. I can't get baby skipped, so I won't even try.
You're not gonna skip the baby?
No, I'm not gonna skip the baby. Oh, hi, baby. It's like baby. Oh, wow, look at those.
Oh.
I never get over those weird internal organs on the sprite. It looks like a weird, like a gross, heart / spaghetti sauce.
I mean,
it's just this.
Kinda?
This weird,
it's live
onion-free, garlic-free tomato sauce.
I mean, I understand you kind of as a brain, but so.
Just take the transition, Amarith. Just take the transition.
So, Jamie, as we've been pointing out as of late, has a sensitivity to onions, and that is what has been making her.
That might be caused by her thyroid problem. So if that's the case, then it'll go away with her.
I can only fucking hope, because I'd love to have my onions back.
I mean, it's gonna be months before we know if the thyroid medicine even works. So
yeah, we'll see. But so. I've been having to avoid cooking things with, onion and all the other things that Jamie doesn't like and all the things that you don't like, which is, okay, that limits me to, 5 foods.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We're basically all somewhat picky eaters in all of, in all overlapping ways.
Yeah, and in ways that are
I'm probably the
for
pickiest. I'm the pickiest, but Jamie has her dietary Jamie's not really a picky eater.
Jamie's not picky, she has dietary restrictions.
Yeah, Jamie will actually eat pretty much anything. That's part of the problem. Just because she eats a lot of oh, I want to try that, and then, oh, it sent me to the bathroom.
Because it had onion in it, because they put onion in everything.
They put oh gosh, yeah, she had another fast food mishap. She won't be on the show for a couple months, so she'll forget by now, but yeah, she got invited to a board game party by this guy who was literally famous in Las Vegas for throwing board game parties. And so Jamie went to go to the said board game party, and I wasn't gonna go because it was gonna make me be out of the house 3 days in a row after work, which I really didn't want, and it was gonna I just wasn't feeling people that day, and I was sort of invited the day of, and I was just no, it's after work, I have to go after, no, but I've also been invited to this guy's house before and declined, so I okay.
I should show up.
And then Jamie asked, could you pick me up some fast food? And I'm okay, it's only 15 minutes out of the way from home to go there and back. I'll suck it up and go. So I go and I go to the Jack in the Box right next to this guy's house. It's right in the middle of town. It's very conveniently located. Really cool house, by the way. I would call it a Middle Eastern inspired, an Islamic household kind of deal, where it's got the center room that's 2 stories high and has a hallway surrounding it that all the upstairs rooms are off of. Anyway, that part's not super important because I'm describing something and you probably can't even visualize it. Hey, I'm fighting Mother Brain, Amarith. You better get into Torian here. Yes, you do that. Do that way, because that makes way more sense. Don't do what I did, which was screw attack through all of them and then break the floor, which you appear to also be doing. So
well, I've already broken the floor. That's the problem. And even with fucking space jump, I'm just having trouble because it's.
I mean, you can turn off. You can turn off screw attack if you want to.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
But it's fucking. Ugh.
Oh, he's already throwing his ketchup at me.
Okay, can I just, like, reset this, like...
You can reset that. You can go back through that way if you want to, too.
Yeah, but that takes forever.
Yeah, it does. So anyway, I'm already in this part of...
John, stop bragging.
Yeah.
Just because you played this game, like, and beaten, you know, Super Metroid on its own a lot more than me.
Yeah. Well, I also need to transition to Amarith.
Because you have more experience.
I need to transition here because I'm about to die and I want a cliffhanger on this. So we're gonna cliffhanger. Look, I can't walk. I'm trapped. I can't move. And like doom is imminent. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I guess we'll find out next time on the branch.